So a few months ago I was sat in the car with my best mate, one of my closest friends. We hopped out, we were going out to get some lunch. So I jumped in the car and we were talking about training, just catching up on how the gym was going and things like that. And back in school, year 13, he had a sick physique. His arms were massive, good shoulders, well developed, had really good foundation. But he told me over the last few years that he's been struggling with his training, it's not been as regular, he's been snacking a lot. And now he's overweight and he knows it. It happens, obviously, with work. But then he said something to me which really quite shocked me. And it showed me how dangerous your mind can be. He said, "You know what, bro? I'm actually happy where I am now. I don't even mind it." Now let me ask you, do you really think that's what he wanted? To be overweight? To be risking heart disease and obesity when you're 30, 35? Is that really what he wanted? The thing is, he's not the only one that's been in that situation. I have, and you have as well. And if you're in that position now, then you need to be worried, because your brain is working against you. So I've actually seen people who have lost weight, got into decent shape and then put that weight back on. And these people are not dumb. They know what the right thing to do is, but their mind justifies to them that it's okay to be lazy and eat the burgers and the fries and the saturated fats instead of spending 2 hours in the gym a week, even when it defies all logic and rationale. And if I told you, you can't actually quit video games and instead start a side hustle or improve the business or career that you've currently got, and you will find more fulfillment than that, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? But what about Apex? What about COD? What about rest time? I need to rest. I need to chill. We both know that there are people out there that have been in worse positions than us, with less resources than us, that have worked 12, 16-hour days to get to where they're at. Now I was in that position as well, where I couldn't even trust what my own mind was saying. So how we combat this problem is we find an avatar. So we look for someone who's doing well in the specific problem that you're trying to solve, and you borrow his brain. What that means is this: you think in his position, what would his mind be telling him? So what would his thought processes be? How would he be reacting to certain situations? What would he do with the resources that he's got? How would he manage his time? So what would his limiting beliefs have been at the start of his journey, and then how would he have dealt with them? And you're just going to work off of that framework. So don't even listen to what your mind says. So for me, when I was starting this YouTube channel, I had no confidence on camera. I had no editing experience. I had no idea how to storytell or manage my time. I had so many excuses when I was scared of opening up and being vulnerable and showing my weaknesses on camera. So here's what I did. I looked at some of the better YouTubers out there. I looked at Hamza. So what would his brain be thinking at this moment in time when he was starting? He would have been confident and courageous to share his journey because he knows that it's going to help people that are going through similar things. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to borrow that brain of his and I'm going to do it from his side. He probably had limiting beliefs. He said one of his things was that he's too ugly on camera. Right, no problem, but he still did the video, didn't he? So I'm going to borrow his brain. Even though he thought he looked ugly on camera, he still posted. So I'm going to do the same thing. And now because of that, I managed to get 30, videos out, and I'm making some progress. Because in the early stages, like we said, our brain can't be trusted. It doesn't work for us. So we need to find someone else's brain that's done the thing and then temporarily think from that position. And the earlier we adopt this process for the new projects and new purposes that we have in our life, the earlier our brain will start to work for us. So if we start to adopt the ideas that are going to get the ball rolling, then it's going to make it easier for later down the line. For me now, my brain's starting to support me in my vision. I've told you before, but my first sort of beliefs were that I'm never going to do it, that's not possible. Now my brain's telling me, you know what, get that momentum, good stuff, keep working, it's actually possible. Now it's 1 subscriber, 2 subscribers, people are commenting, you're making a difference, good work. See how that works? A beautiful quote from Sadhguru said, "Your mind is an excellent slave, but a poor master." So we need to get our mind into our control and not the other way around. When my mind was in control of me, I was going out drinking 4 or 5 times a week, 6 times a week. I was smoking weed and just doing nothing with my life, wasting my hours of my day. I was sit there trying to focus and just put all my attention on trying to get women instead of actually working out, doing something that I found passionate. See, these are things that happens when your mind is in control, but you need to be in control of your mind. I hope you enjoyed the video. You know my message. Keep building, keep progressing day by day, and I'll catch you in the next one.